Hi guys, welcome to Twin Perspective. I'm Joe, and tonight I'm going to be breaking down my top five greatest albums by St. Vincent. St. Vincent is one of those rare artists who came out this millennium that I actually heard of, got interested in, and invested in. Usually anything past the 80s, it's going to take some clever stuff to get my attention, and St. Vincent, Annie Clark, she really did it. Um, this is how I came across her. I was listening to Music Choice on TV, the indie channel, and they played Marrow, and then eventually they were playing. This is probably 2014. They played Marrow from 2009. I'm listening, and I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And then they played Digital Witness, which was 2014. So I thought to myself, oh, she's got a new album, Digital Witness, great song. I started looking up videos of her on YouTube, and I found a live performance on David Letterman where she played Bring Me Your Loves. And I was sold after that. I told my wife I have to order every album she's ever done. And we got online and ordered them. And before they came in on Music Choice, I heard Cruel. It was from a whole other album in 2011, and I thought, oh yeah, I'm missing out by not catching this chick. And I tell you what, she inspires me musically more than anybody I've heard in the last 20 years. Um, yeah, St. Vincent does it for me now. She hasn't had a bad album yet. And here we go. This is how I rank them. At number five, I'm going with Masseduction. This is her latest from 2017. Um, as a whole, the album didn't grab me like her previous efforts, where I listened to the album several times, but then began to just go back to certain tracks and re-listen to certain tracks. Whereas every other album of hers, I didn't want to miss a track, and I would listen to the album from beginning to end. Now, if you ask me 10 years from now, what are my favorites? They'll probably change because this relationship is ongoing and it is a good one. But the songs I go back to often from Masseduction are Pills, the title track, Los Angeles, which I think is brilliant, New York, which is one of my favorites she's ever done, Dancing with a Ghost is great, and Slow Disco is great. Puts her kind of in that Madonna realm. I think with this album, she's focusing a lot on production and presentation that lends itself to popular sound, and the way she's utilizing it is good for me. She still shines as a good artist, even though it feels a little bright, poppy to me. At number four, I'm going with her original release, "Marry Me" from 2007. Great initial album. I mean, brilliant. I like I said, I discovered her in 2014, and at that point, she had had four albums. And when I got all four of them, I began listening to them chronologically. So I kind of invested in each album as they were released. So I kind of grew with the artist that way. And these albums were all too good not to listen to multiple times. My favorites from Marry Me include the opener, Now Now. Such a good song. Your Lips Are Red, which is a classic. And I think it's one of the best songs ever written. Great song. When she does it live, it's great. Paris is Burning is another song, which is very different and kind of grabs you. It's kind of like a David Lynch movie. It leaves you interested. You have to go back for more. You're not quite sure how you feel about it, but you have to go back for more. It's a good one, and she's a complicated artist, in my opinion. Her music's not easily digestible, not most of it anyway. Um, that makes her very intriguing, and it's definitely worth the marination. Okay, which is why I say get back to me in 10 years. Two other songs for "Marry Me" that I think are pretty original are "Marry Me," the title track, and "What Me Worry." Those are two songs that are completely different, throwback, old school style. It's those are the kind of songs that really good artists do, just to show that they can do it. And I think it's impressive. "Marry Me" from 2007. That's my number four. At number three, I'm going with "Strange Mercy" from 2011. "Strange Mercy" is a great album from beginning to end. This is kind of like when she got the band together that she's primarily used. Um, this style, it's kind of a style that I thought she was going to keep. She's veered off a little with Masseduction, but "Strange Mercy" is very indie alternative. The songs I like on it: "Cruel," phenomenal song, one of the best ever. "Cheerleader," I absolutely love that one too. "Surgeon" is just great. I love Surgeon. Um, she's such a good guitar player. Her work in Surgeon is impressive. It is to be elevated to the point of greatest guitar, female guitar at least, ever. I love that song. The title track, "Strange Mercy," which is very weird and it's good. I also like Dilettante and "Year of the Tiger." That album's really good. And, on first listen, I kind of like that one more than "Marry Me" or even "Actor." But eventually, at number two, I'm going with "Actor." I think this is her most sophisticated album. I love this album. I think she exhibits a difference with each track that's impressive. The opening song, "The Strangers," is one of my favorites for sure. "Save Me from What I Want," that's another one that's contagious. "Actor," "Out of Work," which is definitely one of her best songs, classic song. "Black Rainbow," which only the most sophisticated artists even attempt to try to do stuff like that and get away with it. Compliments to her on "Black Rainbow." "Laughing with a Mouth Full of Blood," I love that song too. The video's funny. The song is great. "Marrow," which might be my favorite, it's my second favorite at least. I think "Marrow's" the song that if no one's ever heard St. Vincent, they can listen to "Marrow" and then get a grasp of what they're in for. Um, the album ends with "Just the Same but Brand New." That's toward the end, and I like that one. That one's really pretty. It took a minute to grow on me, but it is pretty. But two of them before that, "The Bed" and "The Party." Those are two phenomenal songs. I absolutely love those songs, and I think "Actor" kind of goes over the top for me above "Strange Mercy" and "Marry Me" because of those two songs right there that kind of just keep the album together. I think "Marry Me," the end, when you get toward the end, it's a little weaker, and then "Strange Mercy" the same way. "Actor" is different because you get the high point with "Marrow" and then "The Bed" and "The Party." Just keep that party going. Hey, I love "Actor," but I have reserved the number one spot for her self-titled album from 2014. That's my number one. That album is phenomenal. She won Best Alternative Album of the Year, Grammy with that one. She deserved it. It starts off with Rattlesnake, which is one of the best songs I've ever heard. Loved that song. Absolutely ingenious, insane, beautiful stuff. Birth in Reverse, which is still a hard one for me. That one's tough. I don't know what the hell she's singing about, but it is badass. Prince Johnny, very strange song. I like Prince Johnny. I like that one from the very beginning, but it's weird too. Huey Newton, not bad. Digital Witness, one of the songs that got me into her. Digital Witness is a classic new wave single. That's the kind of song that, I would expect the Talking Heads could do, a few other alternative new wave bands, and just be one of their best songs. Digital Witness is great. One of my favorites on the album, Regret. Regret's just a badass song. Now, I do love that song. Definitely one of my favorites. Digital Witness, Rattlesnake, Regret, and Bring Me Your Loves. Bring Me Your Loves is the best song on the album to me, and I've gone on and on about this song in other videos, but it is a phenomenal achievement. I love it. It there's the similarity to the way New Order does things there is intriguing to me, but yeah, she just does it differently, and it's impressive. It's so inspiring. And then on top of that, the subject matter and what she's singing about, and it's just right up my alley. It's dark and it's hilarious and it's poignant. I also like toward the end of the album Psychopath and Severed Crossed Fingers. Psychopath's pretty fun. All in all, I gotta say, the self-titled from 2014 remains my favorite. We'll see what she's got in store for us in the coming years, and I hope she keeps this going. To my count, she's only got these 5 albums. She has a couple of compilations, and I know an album full of piano versions of stuff and different material. But she's got a lot. She's got a lot of stuff that is released in like single form, stuff that's featured in film. So she's got a large collection of music out there. But she'll have to add on to this, and I'll be waiting with bated breath because I am a huge fan of Annie Clark and of St. Vincent. I had the opportunity to see her in concert for the Masseduction tour, but I'd heard about the tour and I was upset that she didn't do her old songs with the complete band. That made me not want to see it, much to the chagrin of my brother who bought those tickets and expected me to really, really, really want to go. This always happens to me. These bands that I love will tour for these great albums and not come anywhere near New Orleans. And then they'll make an album I'm not so keen on, and all of a sudden there's a date in New Orleans. It just happens all the time. Well, like I say, St. Vincent will be around for a while, so I'll be able to see her, and hopefully she'll use up the whole band and play Bring Me Your Loves, and that would make me very happy. I'm Joe. This has been Twin Perspective. Please subscribe to Rosenfield 10 for more videos like this. And I will see you in the trees. Bye.